In the comments of the last video, this was the most requested area, the DMV, and it's the Maryland, Virginia area, and I'd like to think I got everybody here. 16 teams, and it's a lot of people in the FCS, the FBS, but they're all together now in one conference, and they're gonna have 15 years to see who can do the best, and in year one, I mean, we're out the gates pretty hot for year one for having Liberty go 12-0 in the regular season. So this is yet another area that doesn't have an overwhelming favorite. Virginia Tech probably the best school day one, but it is Liberty not only going undefeated in the regular season, but steamrolling the conference championship. And you could take a look at what they were able to accomplish. I mean, 13-0, and now you're into the playoffs, and you're going to be having a first round bye. Then you're going to be taking on Oregon. So, I mean, it hasn't even taken long. We're about a minute into this video, and we're already dealing with Oregon. But what a year one this would be if they could take them down. Oregon has a shot for the first down now inside the 30-yard line, and got a wide open man. Touchdown. And now it's a 10-point game with 3.5 to go, and it's not looking good for Liberty. Can they keep the undefeated season alive with a big play inside enemy territory? Now you're closing in on field goal range. Now you're definitely in it to cut into a one-score game, but they want the touchdown first. Pressure gets in. They're going to dump it off. Cutting up field. He's going to be in the red zone now at the 15-yard line. Handoff. It's going to be right up the middle, but nowhere to go. Fourth down. They're not taking the field goal. They want the touchdown now. And back corner of the end zone. That's a bold call, and you get the touchdown. Most would have taken the field goal and just tried to trust the defense and maybe get a touchdown drive, but they felt maybe that's the closest they'd get. But they're going to get a 3-and-out, and in great field position, Liberty can tie this game, and they got a first down inside the 45-yard line, right on the fringe of field goal range. Now they're definitely in there with a shot up the middle for the tight end. He's at the 15-yard line, and can they win this one in regulation? Oh, they get sacked. Third down and long, 30 seconds to play, taking a shot for the end zone, incomplete. Fourth down, and Liberty, it took them 3 minutes to make up a 10-point deficit. We're in overtime, and Liberty, they're going to get stopped. 3-and-out, and the field goal try is going to be good. Oregon can win it with a touchdown, but now they're in third down, threatening to go 3-and-out, and they're going to get sacked. So back-to-back stops, back-to-back field goal tries, and both kickers do their job. Oregon takes over in second overtime. Now dropping to throw it outside, broken up. They go 3-and-out. 3-and-outs in overtime. Field goal is good. Now Liberty can win it with a touchdown, and they're going to get a handoff outside, get a block, and he's got a first down. Finally, a first down in overtime. Goal to go a couple of yards away. Handoff is going to be right at the 2-yard line. Third and goal. He can run it. He's going to look and go for the end zone, and he stopped at the 1, and they're going to kick the field goal. I would have totally went for that. That's 1 yard away from a victory. Now we're in a 2-point conversion shootout, and they're going to get stopped at the 1. 3 yards away from a victory for Oregon, testing the back corner of the end zone. It's swatted away. Now fourth overtime, and the handoff is blown up. Liberty can win it as they're dropping back. Blitz sent in. He's moving. He's going way far back, breaking a tackle at the 20, and he's going to run for it. He's got it, and he went all the way back to the 20-yard line and ran it in, and Liberty takes down Oregon in 4 overtimes. What a first game. Now you got Ohio State 24-24. If you take down Oregon and Ohio State in your first year to go to a national championship, they're going to set a big-time example for the rest of the teams in this video. It's just under 2 minutes to play. Outside, that's going to be caught for the first down. Now they're close to midfield and beyond it. Third down and 4. Handoff. He's going to get stopped. Fourth down. Long field goal. 56 yards is barely good, and they got the lead. Now just a little bit of time to go, but Ohio State getting a contested pass, and he's on the run, and they gotta bring him down, and he's going to get tracked down inside the 20-yard line, and Ohio State in one play sets up a field goal. We're going back to overtime. What a run Liberty is on, and they got a sack, and it's gonna be third down and long for Will Howard. He's gonna throw underneath. Blitz was sent in, and they ran right by him and left him wide open to get that first down. Now at the 15, Howard on the read off. She gets a block from Judkins, and he's got the touchdown. You gotta respond. You couldn't get in the end zone against Oregon. It was just field goals until the shootout. You gotta get into the end zone here, though. First down. Now inside the 5-yard line. Handoff outside, breaking a tackle. He's gonna get the first. So they live to survive for another couple of plays. Open man in the end zone. Touchdown. We're going to a second overtime. Liberty's ball first. Throwing on the run. Outside, caught inside the 5. Goal to go. Handoff. He's in for the touchdown. And now you got to go for 2. 22 for the 8-point lead, and it's going to be back corner and incomplete. Now Will Howard and Ohio State can win it, and they immediately are going to get a touchdown on the one play, and it's going to be Will Howard for the win. Swatted away. We got another shootout, 40-40. Howard, read option. He's in. And now Liberty, your turn. Can you make it go to 4 again? He's going to try to run just like he did against Oregon, but he can't get away. And Liberty is going down, but it took a whole lot to get this team down. They went undefeated and all the way until beating Oregon in a 4-overtime game and then drop it to Ohio State in a 3-overtime game. That is unbelievable for a year one. And Liberty, I mean, you're gonna have to try to top that season, one of the other 15 teams, because they are comfortably in front right now, and it's gonna be hard to know if any of these teams are gonna win a national championship. These teams aren't exactly in, you know, a recruiting hotbed like a Florida or a Texas, and they don't have an overwhelming favorite. There's no powerhouse that can potentially do it. There's no, you know, Alabama, Georgia, or anything in this conference. It's a lot of teams coming up from, you know, the FCS level, and a lot of other teams that aren't exactly, you know, in the highest of standing in the world of college football. But Virginia Tech, probably the best chance early on of seeing a team get to a national championship. And Virginia Tech in the conference championship gets a fumble, and up by 7, they're going to scoop it up and go up the sidelines, and they're going to take it all the way. Virginia Tech, 2-score lead, and now James Madison, who's already found themselves in a conference championship in year 2, is going to be trying to make a comeback down by 14, throwing one. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down, last opportunity with 4 minutes to play. Clean pocket. He's got a shot over the middle for the first down inside the 30-yard line, and now a screen. Outside, gets 2 blocks, and he's going to go out for a first down and more to the 11-yard line. And getting closer. You got plenty of time if you get it in the end zone, as they're going to do just that, getting it in. Touchdown, James Madison. And now you got 3.5 minutes to get a stop on Kyron Drones in this Virginia Tech offense. He's getting sacked on first down, and it's going to be a loss of 3. Gain of 1 on second down is going to lead to 3rd down and 12, and a run is going to get stopped. He was finding his way through, but could not get all the way. James Madison with great field position is going to get a first down, and now inside the 40-yard line, a touchdown is going to be what is needed, but it is 4th down, and the handoff is right at the marker. They give it to him, so this game continues. Minute 10 to go. Underneath, first down, and they're inching closer to the red zone. Timeouts are being used, under a minute to go, and outside, that's going to be almost intercepted. It's 4th and 12. Last chance. How much longer can he keep this going? And not another conversion this time around. Virginia Tech survives a late rally, and into the playoffs, Virginia Tech goes against Georgia, so not a fun matchup, but I mean, there's no excuses. If Liberty can go out there and beat Oregon in year 1, you can't have any excuses. You got to take down Georgia if you're going to want to get a playoff victory. Drones down by 7 with the play action. He's getting chased by 4 different players. What is this? A Caleb Williams offensive line. There's no one blocking, and he's going to take it all the way to the 1-yard line. Georgia, handoff. No, it's a play action, and he's getting sacked, so that he got a little too cute on that one. It's going to be a field goal, so 10-point deficit, and now 3rd and 14 for Drones. He's getting sacked again. 2 guys there. 4th and 22. Drones taking the shot for the marker, and it's incomplete. There were just defenders in the area. Georgia pads on another touchdown, and that is going to be game. A 17-point loss. Georgia 28 in the 4th. 35 unanswered in the second half, and that is a just demoralizing way to have a playoff run end. You were looking pretty good at halftime, and then 34 points to 0 in the second half. It was a bit of a fall off too for Liberty after like an insane season to just not even make the conference championship or the playoffs or anything. And we're going to see if any of these other teams, these FCS teams, you know, usually takes them a couple of years. Some are faster than others when it comes to rising up and becoming a bit more of a contender, but it takes them a little bit of time early on, since they're, you know, I'm replacing them with the worst teams in the game and they're 1-stars and everything. But Richmond, that's a conference championship appearance against Maryland. I don't know if there's going to be any playoff berths on the line, but 2 different teams making it to a conference championship. Richmond has a 7-point lead against Maryland, but they got the footballs. They're going to get it to midfield with 3 minutes to play, and Maryland trying to go on that game-tying drive. They got it all the way to a first down once again inside the 40-yard line. Now they're getting sacked, and backing them up. It's going to be 3rd down and 19, and with time, no one's getting open, and eventually pressure gets in. It's 4th down and forever, and you're going to get a completed pass, but nowhere to go as you got to go such a long way. Richmond gets a conference championship. Now, it doesn't result in any playoff appearances for them, but it is going to be a nice little conference championship to add to the resume. 2 straight years of playoff appearances for one of our schools in the conference. Nothing here. You don't expect a team from this conference, at least early on, to be making the playoffs every single season. And it looks like at least for these teams that we imported from the FCS, that Richmond has the upper hand early on. You know, they got to hold off some of the other schools because Maryland, even though hasn't really made the playoffs or anything, Maryland does do pretty solid in these sims, and they're getting the better recruiting classes, while Virginia Tech is stinking it up with recruiting classes. But we get Liberty and Virginia Tech, so the 2 teams that previously made the playoffs, they're going to be matching up here in the conference championship, both with 10 wins and a playoff berth potentially on the line. It's a 28-28 game. Virginia Tech with the football, and they got it outside for the completed pass. They're going to be at the 40-yard line. Handoff is going to be right up the middle for no gain, basically, and that was their 3rd down play. So not the best 3rd down call, but the run here for Liberty down the sidelines, and Liberty's got a massive run to get them in field goal range, but they want more. They want the touchdown, and they're going to scramble outside, get around the corner, and he made that defender miss. Now inside the 10-yard line, 3rd and 3. He's going to be right at the goal line. I think he could have got in there. Maybe he did, but it's not going to matter. They're going to get the touchdown regardless. 35-28, 4 minutes to play. Handoff straight up the middle, and that's more of a run that they're looking for inside the 40-yard line. Now play action. He's going to go right down the sidelines, and it's wide open, man. He's going to get tracked down at the 1-yard line, though, so maybe they're going to get a stop, but they just prolong the inevitable touchdown. 35-35, 3 minutes to play. Now Liberty with the football in what is a high-scoring matchup, 70 combined points. He's going to take off and run with it, and the run game of Liberty is just dominating this Virginia Tech defense as they're going to throw in enemy territory outside. Caught, and there's 3 guys around to take him down, but not before he gets 15-plus yards, and now a handoff. He's met and taken down 1 yard short. They're going to take the field goal with just over a minute to play, so they're going to trust the defense in this high-scoring game, but I don't know if you should be, because you got another big play, and he's going to try to outrun him. He got tracked down last time, but not this time. He just doesn't enough to get to the end zone, and now Liberty, you got to score a touchdown in 45 seconds. Throwing, he's going to go underneath, and you are going to get the first down. Timeout used, you're down to 1. 40 seconds over the middle, diving grab, caught. 3rd down now. You need to convert with under 30 seconds to go. That ball is incomplete. Now you're down to your last chance. Throw, curl route for the first down. Now you're down to just 7 seconds to play. So it's a Hail Mary. They're going to just take the shot to the end zone. Incomplete. There's still 1 second to go, so you get another try. The ball is not even going to get to the end zone, so Virginia Tech's going to win the conference championship, and they are going to be the team that punches their ticket to the playoffs, where they are going to be getting a first-round bye, the 4 seed, and they're going to be taking on Pitt, who had the upset win over Notre Dame. So this is a very good game, very evenly matched game, not a powerhouse opponent. You could definitely come out here and win this, and the fumble is going to be recovered by Pitt. I don't even know if that was a fumble, but it doesn't matter regardless. They keep the football, get a first down, 2nd down and 4, play action Pitt, and they are going to throw outside, caught for the first down on the curl route. Now at the 15-yard line, 3rd and 5, pass thrown outside, and he is just got nowhere to go. 4th down and 3, handoff. They are going to get the first goal to go, threatening to tie this game with 2.5 to play. Throwing on 1st and goal, back corner, he's got it for the touchdown, and he's going to only need the 1 foot in bounds, and he got exactly that. And now it's time for Virginia Tech to respond with just under 2 minutes to play now in enemy territory. Deep drop. He's going to get it outside for the first down. Now at about the 40-yard line, he's going to get a slant route into field goal range, and now you can run the clock out if you want to, but you need to convert the first down. You're not going to, so you're going to give Pitt an opportunity with exactly a minute to go. 3-point deficit. Pitt is going to drop way far back, and he breaks out of the sack, throwing one deep, and it's going to be incomplete, but he at least avoided disaster with a sack. 3rd down and 4. It's going to be almost intercepted. Now it's 4th down, and Pitt, last opportunity blitz sent in, and it's incomplete. So Virginia Tech is going to get the victory. Hold on, just barely in the second round. Well, welcome back, Georgia. Another game against Georgia where they got a big play and trying to tie this game up as Georgia's down by 8. First and goal, end zone, caught for the touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion for the tie. Georgia has it open, caught, and now we are at 31-31. Virginia Tech lost last time and is not looking good this time because they are going to have to put the football, and Georgia in great field position, screened at the 35-yard line, play action. Georgia looking, rolling, throwing back the other way, wide open, touchdown, and the Bulldogs got a 7-point lead. Now you're down to 3.5 to play. Outside, caught for the first down. Now you got third down and 3. Handoff is blown up. And on fourth down, they're going to punt it. Trust the defense. 3rd and 1. They get the first down, but there is a flag down. And now this one is going to be coming back. It's going to be a hold, so retry 3rd down from a bit more of a distance. They're going to hand it off once more, and he's going to get it regardless. So you had a second chance, and that's what you did with it. You were gifted another opportunity, and you couldn't get the stop, so guess you didn't deserve to win that one. That's 0-2 against Georgia, but they did get the conference championship, and they did edge out Liberty to do it. They got multiple playoff appearances, so, you know, Virginia Tech and Liberty are the top 2 teams right now. They're both in the mix. Look at Maryland. I mean, they got to come out here and, like, actually succeed with some of these recruits that they're getting. Maryland is a fairly successful team in these simulations, and the recruiting is at least demonstrating that. But look at that, we got Georgetown. They're at the top and going to the conference championship, but weirdly, it's a 6 teams in the top 25. Virginia Tech, though, 9-3, but top 10 in the nation, so they must have some crazy losses on their resume that aren't that bad. But it's going to be Georgetown and James Madison potentially fighting for a playoff opportunity. Play action. He's going to look, throw one deep in quadruple coverage, tipped. It's caught. He broke a tackle. And Georgetown, what a play. It's going to be a touchdown. And that is one of the greatest plays that I have seen in this game. That's going to give them the lead. 41-37, and a playoff berth is on the line. I feel like if you win the conference championship, you could be very well getting that first round bye. So now James Madison, they got to come out here and respond. They're going to get it to 3rd and 11. Throwing, screen set up, inside for the receiver. He's not going to get there. They're going to go for the field goal, which is going to leave them down by 1, so they're going to trust the defense. It's going to be 2nd down, play action, and everyone gets in. Fumble, ball's in the end zone, and it's scooped up by Georgetown, but that's a safety, and now James Madison has a 1-point lead, and a first down with the football in their possession in enemy territory. 3rd down. They're going to try to seal this game. First down, and then one more away. Can they get it? And they are going to do it. That is a crazy way to win a game. Georgetown with a miracle touchdown, but then a safety is their undoing, and they couldn't get the football back. We're going to just take a peek at what we got here. Virginia Tech dominates their playoff game, and they're going to be taking on Michigan. James Madison also, like I said, made the playoffs, so Virginia Tech, a 3-loss team here with the deficit of 3, tipped, intercepted, and now Michigan with the football and the lead. 4.5 to go, and they're tracked down at the 24-yard line. Play action, and he's not going to be fooled, but he spins away from the sack, throws it in the face of pressure, and it's caught for the first down. And we've got some highlight-level plays this season. Michigan keeping things moving and trying to get that 6-point lead or even the 2-score lead to seal it, as they're going to throw in a very clean pocket, and eventually someone gets open. Now inside the 5-yard line, Michigan is going to hand it off, cut it, and he's going to get in. What a job to weave his way in and out and get into the end zone. 27-17, and Michigan wins. Now James Madison, what do you got for us as they're going to be down by 1 against TCU? Quarterback going to slide his way down, and now on 2nd down and 3, handoff. He's going to cut it the other way. First down inside the 30. Now inside the 20-yard line, direct snap is going to be a first. In that red zone area, you got to score, but you can't get a field goal here. You just can't do that. You can't throw an interception and give TCU the opportunity to win this one. 3rd down is going to be a converted first down. Running the clock. They're going to throw outside. That's going to be caught for another first down. And now you can't afford another one, as now 3rd down. They're going to go the other way on the RPO. They're going to seal the deal. and James Madison so close, but TCU survives. You start to wonder as this video goes on, what is the farthest any one of these teams is going to get? Is the semifinals going to be as far as things go for one of these teams? Or will these teams get over the hump, somebody build themselves into a national title contender? We're a third of the way through, and we have yet to see a national championship appearance. Obviously, we're still fairly early on, but with the recruiting, it's not like a lot of these teams are, knocking through crazy recruiting classes. Virginia Tech with a top 25, but I mean, it hasn't been lights out recruiting, but look at what we have. Here's some top 10 action. Georgetown on the fringe, but it is Liberty, James Madison. Virginia Tech fell off completely, a 6-6 record. We're going to see what these two teams can do as they're both pretty much locked into a playoff spot, I think. It is 24-19, James Madison with the ball, with the lead, and with the first down at the 45. Now moving things ahead to about the 35-yard line. RPO on 3rd and 1. Tried to take a dangerous shot. It's going to be incomplete. Not going to go for it. It's an interesting situation. They're going to miss the field goal. So I was going to say, you hit the field goal, you go up by 8. Still a one-score game. Maybe you could have went for it. Instead, they're going to miss the field goal. And now Liberty taking the shot up the sidelines, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. And now you are losing this game. 2-point conversion is going to be good. And now you're down by 3. Field goal only ties it. And you already missed the kick just a few minutes ago. But it's not even going to matter. You're not going to get a chance at another kick. Intercepted. And he's taking it back the other way. Touchdown. Liberty seals it out of nowhere with a pick 6 and a deep ball. Liberty gets a first round bye. James Madison sneaks in, still at the playoff spot against Michigan in a snowy game, down by 7, and they got the football at the 45, dropping back 3rd and 12. He's getting sacked. And Michigan in the elements in their home with the advantage in the football and a run for the first down. 3.5 to go. Handoff outside. He's got it for a first down and more. And he gets tackled in the open field. They're over 100 yards on the ground with their back. And another handoff is going to be not quite for the first down, but 3rd and 14 up next. And there goes James Madison running. He's got the first down and more. Chase down. And he fumbles the football. And Michigan has it. And that is going to do it. Michigan, they had the opportunity to take them down, go down and get that game-tying touchdown, but the fumble costed them, and now we go on to Liberty. UCLA with the big touchdown, and a lead for UCLA. Liberty now, they're going to throw one caught for the first down. There's still plenty of time, 5.5 minutes to go, and Liberty over the middle for the first down. They have come, I think, the closest, and that was all the way back in year 1 to having a national championship season, and now they are back here, one step away from a semifinals appearance once more, as they're going to get sacked. And now at the 29-yard line, field goal try is going to be good. Lead is theirs. UCLA, they got another big play, and then they got a slant route for the first down. He takes a shot and hangs on. 3 minutes to play. Over the middle, caught, turning upfield. He's going to be past midfield, tracked down, and now UCLA moving it, play action. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. Eventually, someone open in between the zone coverages, and 25-yard line now to the 20. 2nd and 4, over the middle again, and this team is getting picked apart inside the 5. Handoff, touchdown, and UCLA's got the lead, 35-30. And Liberty, what do you got for us? In response, pass to a wide open man is on the run, and he's going to be inside the 30-yard line. That's a great start. 1.5 to go. Over the middle, caught again. And these teams attacking the middle greatly. And now 3rd down and goal. You got 2 plays to get in, and you're getting sacked. 4th down and goal, last chance, 20 seconds in the end zone, inside triple coverage. Incomplete. You got a first round bye and went 1 and done in the playoffs. So they were the number 2 team in the nation going into that, had the number 2 seed, 12-1, had the conference championship. It was looking like they could at least get to the Final Four, but they couldn't even get there. And that's just going to be unfortunate because another really nice Liberty season is going to go to, I don't want to say waste, but not able to get to that next step. These teams are, making it to the 2nd round, sometimes the 3rd, but we haven't gotten there yet to the national championship. And look at Virginia Tech. They are back. Liberty stumbles a little bit, 9-3. decent season, but not going to be, contending for a conference championship. We got James Madison, Virginia Tech. I feel like so far Virginia Tech, James Madison, and Liberty have been maybe the three best teams so far. So another conference championship between two of these three schools as Virginia Tech over the middle. First down, it's a 1-point game. And these games against these schools specifically have been close. They've been competitive, and they've been entertaining to watch at the 20-yard line now. First and 10. He's going to roll into a sack, and he's going to lose a lot of yards. Third and forever, screen set up. I mean, you're just trying to set up for a field goal in this situation, and the kick is gonna be good. James Madison, you got 2 minutes to respond, and now throwing over the middle. There's a flag down, and this one, they're looking at a defender. It's going to be a roughing the passer. So a big bailout call to help them out a lot. You need just field goal range, so now you're running, taking off, and he got a lot of room up the middle, and he's going to not slide, dangerous, but he hung on. Outside handoff is going to be for another first down, just setting up an easier and easier field goal try. Read option straight up the middle, inside the 5, and now handoff, read option once more, touchdown. You could have just stayed down to try to kick the field goal, but instead they wanted to get the score, and they're going to get the sack with little time to play. 30 seconds, and now 4th and 17. Taking the shot deep. It is swatted down. JMU takes it home, but both of these teams will be heading to the playoffs. It's just one's getting a first round bye. Meanwhile, Virginia Tech, they got to go the long way. 10 seed on the road at Arizona State. 28-25. 5 minutes to play. Arizona State with a first down right at midfield. Bubble screen set up. Broken tackle, and he's got the first. So big broken tackle to give them more yardage, and now the pressure gets in. Sack. 4th and 25 is going to force a punt. Now with 3 minutes to play. This is a lot of time in the pocket. Someone gets open, and a great high point ball. That catch would have been good in the pros too. 2 feet in bounds. And now throwing outside. Comeback route. First down. You're in field goal range to tie this game, but can you get the score for a touchdown? And you're getting it closer at the red zone 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Play action. You're going to get sacked though, and with a minute to play, 3rd down and long. You're just going to try to keep things safe. Turning upfield. Can he get to the marker? No, he cannot. Field goal for the tie is no good. He missed it. And they tried to run the clock down because they were so certain that they were going to hit the field goal that they didn't want to go and have Arizona State have an opportunity to get a score of their own. Instead, they lost all the time, missed the field goal, and they're out. Now we move to Liberty, who still got into the playoff mix. They're taking on Washington State, and Washington State with a touchdown. They are down by 7, Liberty with the football and a catch. They got the first down. Plenty of time to try to put together a scoring drive, and it's going to be another first down in enemy territory. 50-yard line now as they got backed up 3rd and long. They are going to throw the interception and taking it the other way. It's going to be Washington State. Now 3rd down, 2 minutes to play. Liberty's going to get a stop, so like I said, plenty of time. You get another try, 2 minutes to play, and you got another big one to start your drive. Now 2nd down and 10, minute to play. That's going to be intercepted again, and Washington State takes it back, and this time they're going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Liberty knocked out. So 2 teams go one and done. Now we're on to the 2nd round. And James Madison, you got to take down Notre Dame. We can't have all 3 teams go one and done as they got that first round bye privileges. And Notre Dame has earned the right to play them. Throwing it deep, back of the end zone. Caught, touchdown Notre Dame. And a 27-24 game. James Madison intercepted, and all of a sudden, they are down, and Notre Dame's got it in scoring position. Touchdown for a 2-score lead or a field goal for the 6-point lead, and it's looking like they could get to the end zone. Timeouts are being used. Handoff, 3rd and goal. He's going to get knocked down, so they are going to kick the field goal try, but you only got 20 seconds to play. 3rd down and long with 10 to go. You're going to get sacked, and now running back to the line. You got no timeouts. You couldn't get the playoff. And now it's going to be another one and done for these teams. All 3 of them knocked out immediately. And that is unfortunate because these are some good teams. It's not like these teams are just kind of getting into the playoffs just by default. Like, these are pretty good teams. Even you could see a team like Georgetown's like an 85 overall. These teams are in the mid 80s, and that is good enough to be a competing team. You know, obviously not in that upper echelon 90s overalls. Virginia Tech a little bit more of a down year than they usually have, being like an 81, 82 overall. But these teams, for the most part, are pretty good. You've been seeing the overalls and the growth every single season. They just need to get a little bit better on the recruiting side of things. And we can welcome James Madison back to the top of the rankings here. 11-1 in the season. They're going to be taking on Georgetown. This is not the first time Georgetown has been like a top 15 kind of fringe team of the playoffs, and they have not made it yet. And it's not looking like they're going to make the playoffs this year, because they're the number 10 team in the nation. They got blown out, so they drop. James Madison gets another first-round bye. They're going to be taking on Colorado State, so an upset as Colorado State got a playoff victory, but can they go and get two? James Madison up by 7, throwing, caught past the 40, and that's going to be a first down. James Madison moving, trying to make this a 2-score game with a screen outside for another first. Now they're backed up at the 30-yard line, 3rd and 12. Outside, that's wide open. Touchdown, James Madison. And not only did they go and seal this game, they went on to put more points on the board, 24-3. And now they got Alabama, and the defense is doing a phenomenal job. 3 points allowed to their first playoff opponent. Now just 9 to Alabama, fumble. They scoop it up. James Madison has the football back. They are up 14-9, and the defense is really going to have to do their job here, because it doesn't look like James Madison's going to be scoring a whole lot more. A defensive battle, but a shot at the national championship on the line. Can James Madison seal this game? 2 minutes to play. Drop him back, deep drop, nickel blitz, and they're going to go outside, incomplete. 4th down and 9 they're going for it. Quarterback is looking, and he is going to just throw it into double coverage, incomplete. James Madison, they're like a first down away from sealing this, but they get blown up on the read option. It's 3rd and 17. Handoff is not going to get it. Alabama low on time and timeouts as they got one more opportunity. Caught, contested, 3rd down and 1, and they're going to get it up the sidelines. You got to chase him down, and they're not going to. He's separating for the touchdown. Alabama with the lead, 2-point conversion, and they're going to get sacked. It's 15-14. A field goal can win it, but it's been tough moving the football on both sides. A big play there to the 40-yard line as they're going to deep drop, go underneath, caught, and he's going to fumble the football, and it's going to be scooped around, and Alabama's got it. And a fumble is going to ruin the season of James Madison, who was driving and maybe 2 plays away from field goal range. That is heartbreaking. You had, like, the defense was playing amazing, and even though the offense wasn't doing great, you were in position. You had a minute to play. You had 2 plays that were positive, setting you up, and I'd say you were maybe like 15 yards away. That is so unfortunate. Another year coming up short for one of these schools, and at least the recruiting is starting to look a little bit better across the board. Maryland, like, what's going on here? You're getting all these pretty nice recruiting classes, and they can't do anything with them. And they're going to be, 10-2 and everything, but no conference championship. It's going to be William and Mary. Look at that. Welcome to the video, William and Mary. You've been, flying under the radar, just winning 7 games every year, it feels like. But now they have found themselves into contention potentially as they got a lead on Richmond. 6 points with the football. 3rd and 2. Handoff. First down. He's going to get to a 35-yard line. And now they're going to go with another one out of the shotgun. Handoff. And he's going to burst through for a gain to the 11-yard line. Another handoff once more. They just keep grounding and pounding and winning this game. They put up another score. And William and Mary, they're going to win, go to the playoffs. Maryland, they finally made it themselves. They'll be taking on Texas, but it is going to be William and Mary. Notre Dame, 24-16, swatted away. And now William and Mary with the football and an 8-point lead. Play action, going to take the shot, intercepted. And that's going to be a broken tackle. And he's going to get more out of it. Is he going to go all the way? Yes, he will. And it's a touchdown for Notre Dame. They need the 2 points to tie it, though. 4 minutes to go. He's getting sacked, and William and Mary's going to hold on to the lead for a little bit longer, but you can't do anything else to give Notre Dame another chance and good field position as they're going to try to run it. 3rd and 15. He's going to slide down 5 yards short, First and 10 now, Notre Dame. Pass is going to be caught, and Notre Dame's getting rolling as they're inside the 40-yard line, and they're going to get sacked. So at least William & Mary slows them down a little bit. 3rd down and 17. He's getting sacked again. 4th down and long. Minute and a half to play. They're going to throw one. Caught, and he hung on to the big shot. And that is so disheartening. And now a play inside the 10, inside the 5. Play action. Notre Dame looking, throwing, back of the end zone, caught, and Notre Dame has the lead. It is all Notre Dame, but William & Mary with a shot at the sidelines, and it's going to be caught on the run. He's not going to be tracked down. He's all the way for the touchdown. And they have got the lead. 2-point conversion for the three-pointer. And it's going to be a 3-point lead. Notre Dame, they got to respond. Outside, that's going to be caught. And they're going to review it. And they're going to determine that he didn't catch it. It's 4th down. Game on the line suddenly. And Notre Dame, your last chance. Throwing it deep. It's incomplete. And they get bailed out a little bit. I don't know. I couldn't really see the feet, but they say he didn't catch it. Maryland, meanwhile, wants to go and get their butts kicked by Texas 27-6. But William & Mary with a playoff victory. And now they're taking on Miami. And Miami immediately, touchdown. Deep ball and a 2-point conversion on its way. And it's going to be a play fake, and they're going to get stopped. So William & Mary stopping another game-tying 2-point conversion. But they're going to get stopped. Miami now with the ball under 2 minutes to play. And another shot deep. It's going to be caught. It is the defense. They're just not playing, it feels like. And the coverage is blown. Miami up. William & Mary picked off. And it's taken back. That is a disastrous, 2-minute span. And Miami is going to take home the victory. But, I mean, I can at least credit William & Mary for bursting onto the scene with a conference championship and a playoff victory. That's, nice to see that a team is kind of making their presence known later on in this video, as we've had a couple of teams, I feel like, on the fringe. Georgetown, it really feels like, has been on the brink of making, that next step into being, a contending team. William & Mary is taking that step, and they're getting a better recruiting class because of it. So maybe they're going to be the ones to emerge here in this kind of back third of the video as we move on to the next season. And look at them, top 10 in the nation. And we have William & Mary, Liberty, James Madison, all looking pretty good. Maryland 9-3 as well, but we're going to get to see William & Mary versus Liberty in the bowl game, and it's 14-7, so a low-scoring one. Liberty with the football, and they are driving at the 30-yard line, throwing, and that's going to be an in-route caught for the first down. Now at the 15, handoff, running back is going to cut it inside, first down at the 10, goal to go. 2nd and goal, they're going to hand it off once more, juking his way in, touchdown, Liberty. And now that's William & Mary football. The strike over the middle is going to be caught, hung on in traffic at the 40-yard line, play action. And clean pocket, throwing again, and he hangs on again. And now another throw, another play action, and another play where he hangs on. They are not dropping anything. These receivers making catches left and right, and this time he's wide open for the touchdown. And William & Mary, are they going to go back to back? Liberty not going to be outdone. They had a big one, and he's going to tie this game up with 2 to go. So these teams getting into a 21-21 battle, as William & Mary going to get sacked on 3rd down. So it's a Liberty football, chance to go into get into field goal range, and I think they're in it now. And a minute and a half to play. Timeouts are being used. Team is trying to run out the clock on 3rd down. He gets stopped, so field goal try is going to be up. It is going to be good. 3-point lead, and you got basically just a prayer left, under 10 seconds to play, chucking it deep. He's going to throw it as far as he can. It's incomplete, and they're going to go down. But William & Mary, still impressive 2-year run. Liberty, though, takes back the conference championship, and they are going to be going to the playoffs with a couple of other schools. William & Mary does take care of business against UCLA pretty comfortably, and Maryland, man, 2 playoff appearances, 2 just beatdowns, and we're back to a conference championship rematch. Liberty, William & Mary, can they get their revenge? William & Mary trying to go run around. He's still going to lose 5 on the sack, 3rd down and long. He's going to chuck the ball deep, using all of his strength. Back of the end zone, incomplete, 4th down. Liberty receives the punt and a handoff, and he's going to break through and get himself all the way to the midfield stripe, 1st down, and the clock is being run. Play action. He's going to take the shot over the middle, caught, and that's a big gain. And now under 2 minutes to play, 3rd down. down. He's looking, he's running, and probably better to take the sack to keep the clock running and make them use a timeout. Field goal is going to be good. It's still just an 8-point game, though, so not done yet. Great start to the drive, and that's going to be caught. William & Mary needing a touchdown or 2-point conversion, but no timeouts. He's running, he's trying to escape, he's getting sacked. And it's 2nd and 17, and he's going to go and get sacked again. And what do you got on 4th and 25? Your playoff home's on the line, throwing it deep. It's swatted down, and Liberty's moving on. They sweep William & Mary this year. And this has got to be the oddest Final Four I have ever seen. San Jose State versus Ole Miss, and then Liberty's taking on Northern Illinois. This is a weird Final Four, but one of these teams is going to win a national championship. Liberty and Northern Illinois fighting for a shot to get in there, and Liberty up by 8, but Northern Illinois driving with a minute to play. They got the catch inside the 15-yard line now at the 11. It's a read option, quarterback keeper. He's going to fumble the football, and it's scooped up. Liberty is going to go all the way to the national title. Northern Illinois had their chance, but they fumbled it away, and they're taking on San Jose State. This is the weirdest road to a national title I have ever seen, as San Jose State down by 6 on the handoff to the running back with a unnecessary spin move, but he's going to get the first down. Now at the 35-yard line, quarterback looking left side. He's got it in tight coverage. 15-yard line now inside the 10. Read option, quarterback keeper. He's got the touchdown. San Jose State is winning by 1 point. And now Liberty hit as he's thrown. It's incomplete. 4th down. They're going to go for it. Not punting the football and not trying to put the defense on the field. They get the first down. Now 2 minutes to play. Play action again. He's going to throw middle field. He's got it in between 2 defenders. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 1 handoff. He's got the first down. And more in there in field goal range. Timeout with another first down handoff. And he's got another set of downs converted. 3rd and 3. Handoff again. And he's going to be met. 4th and inches. They're kicking the field goal, so they're going to leave them 20 seconds to play. And with no time left, no opportunities left, you got one more miracle shot deep. It's incomplete. And Liberty has won the national championship. And finally, it took a year 10 national championship. And probably... no, I don't want to knock them, but maybe the easiest path I've ever seen. I mean, to really think about this, Liberty in their national championship run went through William & Mary, Northern Illinois, and San Jose State. Not exactly the powerhouses of college football, but a weird year in college football results in Liberty taking it home. I don't know if I'm going to see something like that again. Usually, you know, maybe you could sneak in 1 or 2 teams that get a deep run that you wouldn't expect, but I mean, everybody was just a complete anomaly except Ole Miss, and I mean, they couldn't even take down San Jose State. They made it from 12 seed all the way to the end, but Liberty takes it home. And then in the conference championship for the next season, James Madison rolls on through. They get a first round bye. They are the 4th seed, and they're taking on Penn State 17-9. And now Liberty with that national championship. I mean, if no team can go and get one of their own, it's looking like it's going to be Liberty taking home the victory. So now James Madison, could they be the only hope left as they get the interception up by 8 with 3.5 to go? So now they got the football and can run some clock. Throw in 1, that's going to be caught. 1 step closer to the Final Four. It's going to be 1st down and 10 with 2 minutes to play in the handoff. Getting a block, that's going to be a first down, and they're in field goal range as they could take a 2-score lead. Even if Penn State gets the stop, which they will, the field goal is going to be good, and with a 2-score lead, James Madison is going to the Final Four, and in the semifinals, they dominate Utah. They're going to a national championship, and can we have back-to-back? It's going to be against Ohio State, and it's 13-7. James Madison's taking care of business right now, and they got the football up by 6, and James Madison has to punt the football away, Ohio State with it. But they've only scored 7 points, and they're going to need to score another 7 if they're going to want to take the lead. Screen outside, that's going to be caught and brought down. First down, as now at the 45-yard line throwing. He's going to go outside of the right side of the field and caught for another first. They are driving inside the 45. Play action. He's looking. He's going to try to run it, and he can't get around him. Sacked. 3rd down and long, and he's going to get it swatted down. 4th down and long, going for it with 2.5 to play, and he's taking the shot over the middle. It's intercepted. James Madison going all the way to about the 40-yard line, where they got it on 3rd down, can try to run the clock, get a field goal to take the 2-score lead. It's 4th and 1, and they're going for it. That's a bold call, and they're gonna get it and run even more time off the clock. 3rd down once more. He's gonna get sacked, but it doesn't matter. 20 seconds to play, and the kick on its way is good, and the 2-score lead with 20 seconds to go is gonna give James Madison a national championship. And this is a lot crazier now. Back-to-back years, 2 different schools, national championships, and 2 very different ways of getting it. James Madison, it wasn't easy, but they made it look easy. Dominating a conference championship, dominating a semifinals. Look at all the players that they had drafted, a stacked team. And then you look at Liberty's, and it makes their national championship look a little bit less, valuable or a little less impressive. But both of them now with a national championship on their resume, and we still got a couple of more years to go. So chance for one of these other teams to maybe get in there, and we have an odd, conference championship. William and Mary's going up against Towson, and they have found themselves at a conference championship for the very first time, but it will be a pretty comfortable victory for William and Mary. Towson scored a touchdown late to make it a 2-score game, but now into the playoffs, we do not have really anything. So interesting, national championship, and then no one makes the playoffs. So it shows some of the volatility of some of these teams, but I mean, at least in James Madison's case, I can understand, because they lost like half their roster to the draft. I mean, that team was stacked, so they couldn't defend their championship. William and Mary stole a conference title in that season, but we're not going to really see them in the playoffs, and we are going to be moving on to the next season. But we look at the recruiting in Maryland, like, come on, they're at the top like every single year, but they can't do anything with these recruits. And it's not always about having the best recruiting classes. You have to know how to use and develop these talents. James Madison, Liberty at the top, and Maryland, they went 11-1, so I mean, they're still not even a lock for the playoffs. I need to know how you're 11-1 and are barely in the top 10. Is an interception for Liberty is going to immediately give them a chance to take the lead, as they're going to throw one over the middle incomplete. Field goal try is going to be up and good, so 24-23 after intercepting a screen pass, 4 minutes to play. Screen is set up, and it's going to be a fumble, and Liberty picks it up. As when we're looking at these two teams specifically, both win a national title, some people will maybe go down to the head-to-head aspect as trying to compare which one of these schools is the best, as James Madison gets a fumble in their favor now. 3 minutes to play. Turnovers, bet left and right. 4th down, they punt it away. Liberty with the ball back, trying to run the clock, and we're under 2 minutes to play. 3rd down and 4, throwing over the middle, wide open for the first down, and that's gonna do it. A couple of turnovers, but James Madison unable to win this one, a 1-point loss, and we go to the playoffs. And James Madison still takes care of business in their playoff game, and we get a little rematch here. Believe it or not, an 11-1 Maryland team did not make the playoffs. They were 10th in the nation, and things just didn't fall into their favor, and things are not falling into the favor of James Madison right now. Liberty takes over 10-9 with an opportunity to take the lead, taking a shot deep. He's got it, and he's striking up the numbers, and he's gonna go all the way for the touchdown. 15-10, 2-point conversion on its way for the 7-point lead. He's got time, but no one's getting open, and eventually pressure is going to get to him. Sack, and now James Madison a touchdown away from taking the lead. Screen set up, that's going to be a first down and more to the 40-yard line. He's getting brought down now with just 5 minutes to play, still plenty of time. Another screen set up, this time for the running back, and he's got room on the left side of the field, getting it to about the 41-yard line. Now a handoff to the running back for a first down, and James Madison driving. They got another one, handoff, first down, breaking a tackle inside the 10, goal to go, and they are doing a phenomenal job moving the football in this drive, but they're going to get sacked. And now a field goal try is going to be the result of that drive. That's unfortunate, but you now need to stop them. Liberty is going to get the first down, and is it going to happen again? Or are they just going to run the clock out? Another first down is going to do just that. And James Madison so close, but they can't get it done again. Now on to the semifinals. Cincinnati and Liberty, 31-31. Cincinnati with the football and driving. They're going to be second and inches. Handoff. That's going to be into the red zone and at the 15-yard line. Now 3rd and 3 inside the 10. He's moving. He's going to run it. And a burst of speed. speed for the touchdown, and Cincinnati 38-31. Liberty responds immediately. 2 plays and a big play here for the touchdown. He's going to take it all the way. 38-38, and we had a high-scoring shootout. Handoff. Cincinnati is going to take it to the 48-yard line, and they're going to get moving again with under 3 minutes to play. Clean pocket, a lot of time. Finds an open man, spinning away, breaking the tackle, and what a play for Cincinnati! And he's going to get it inside the 20-yard line. He turned a nothing play into a massive one, hurdling a guy, and who is this running back? That's a touchdown. 45-38, and Liberty, little time to play, under 2 to go. Timeouts are being used as they're trying to move down the field and get a touchdown to respond, and they're going to get a big play hanging on. He's going to get it inside the 25-yard line. Liberty looking, throwing, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th down and 2, and they're going to hand it off. He's got the first down, so it stays alive a little bit longer. Now 45 seconds to play. Inside the 20, trip to the national title's on the line. He's getting sacked. 3rd and 17 now, and it's going to be looking, moving, throwing out of bounds. He saves the sack, but you got 4th and 17, and the trip to the national title on the line. Can he send it to overtime? Looking at all the receivers are in the end zone. Finally, he throws it, and it is incomplete. And Cincinnati's moving on, and Liberty goes down. And unfortunately, I will say my mistake. I simmed a little too far. Didn't get the bowl results captured for you guys. But like William and Mary, Towson, Virginia Tech, Georgetown, they all won their bowl games. So you can see that's just my bad. But like, you know, little mistakes happen in the 15-hour recording. So just, you know, bear with me a little bit. But, you know, moving on as we are on to season 14, Liberty, I mean, what an absolute stinker of a recruiting class for them, but it's not looking like it's bothering them that much. And look at, that's a weird conference championship. I don't know what's happening here. Towson is making it to the conference title game against VMI. We haven't seen them in, you know, there's a video, but we're still not going to see them as they get taken care of. Towson makes it to the playoffs. They sneak in at the 12 seed, but get absolutely demolished by USC. Towson, we're going to get into the final, you know, tally and everything in a little bit, but they're going to be a weird team that we're going to end up talking about. But we are down to one last season. And you can see, like, James Madison, for example, they're an 87 overall, so really disappointing for them to not make a playoff even appearance or a conference championship appearance. Some of these other teams are still hovering around 80 overall. Some of them just never got to that next level. I mean, a team like Old Dominion, for example, conference championship appearance first year, nothing else. William Mary had a nice second half of the video, but they haven't really gotten to that next level, become a contender. They've made the conference championship a couple of times, but looking at the results of the final season where Liberty puts up another stinker of a recruiting class, William and Mary, James Madison, 11-1 versus 11-1. And again, I mean, William and Mary's 11-1, and they are not locked in for a playoff spot. This is not the first time we've seen this. I don't know if this conference is getting a little disrespected, but Maryland was 11-1, couldn't make the playoffs, and now William and Mary, they're not locked in, so they need to win this game. But they are down by 7. At least they have the football and a chance, as they're going to get sacked. And now it's 3rd down and 20. Looking to throw it. Incomplete with a diving swat, and they're going to punt it away. But great field position for James Madison. Turning upfield. He's going to be close. They don't give it to him, punting the football away. Could have went for it on 4th and inches, but they're not going to. Quarterback breaking 2 tackles. Sliding down 1st down. 1st and 10 with under a minute to go, and that's going to be caught on the run, and he's going to go for the touchdown. William and Mary, this is both of these teams' last chances, not just them. We're in overtime as they're going to go outside, caught, 1st down. James Madison's probably getting a playoff spot regardless of the result, but it's up to this team, William and Mary, to try to secure their spot as they're looking to throw it back in the end zone. Incomplete. 4th down and goal. Field goal try is going to be up and good. And now James Madison can win it with a touchdown as they're going to get sacked. 4th down, 3 and out. Field goal try is going to be good for them. And it's 38-38. Handoff inside. Going to be inside the 10-yard line. Inside the 5 goal to go. And now in second overtime, they're going to turn it upfield for a score. And the 2-point conversion for the 8-point lead. Read option. He's not going to get it. William and Mary, a touchdown, 2-point conversion, will win this as they're going to look to throw it. And that's going to be caught inside the 10-yard line. Goal to go. Close to winning this one. And it's going to be intercepted. And that's going to do it. William and Mary. That's so unfortunate. 11-1, lose the conference championship, and you're not even making the playoffs. So now James Madison, second round. This is the only team we got left. They are in the playoffs, #1 seed against Penn State in the second round, as Penn State down by 2. They got a big completion inside the 30-yard line. Already in position to take the lead with a field goal, but can they get the touchdowns? They're going to throw a curl route in between the zone coverages, and it's inside the 15-yard line. Moving it once more. Inside the 10, inside the 5 at first down, and goal handoff, and that's a touchdown. Now James Madison, they need to respond with 3:40 to go, as they're going to throw one outside. That's going to be caught for the first down. And now a little handoff inside. Got it to the marker, and he fights his way through. And they got plenty of time, so they don't need to rush, as they're going to get hit as he's throwing a third down, almost intercepted. And they're going to punt the football away. I said you had time, but I don't know if you had that much time, as Penn State up the sidelines. Touchdown! And now James Madison, they're able to drive down the field, get to the end zone, and score a touchdown. But it's all going to come down to the onside kick, and the kick is up in the air, caught. Penn State has it, and that's going to do it. And a disappointing one and done for the 1 seed. And that is going to put a wrap on things here as the 15 years is up. We watched 2 teams win a national championship, and we will tally all the final results, all the final data, and I'll show you the last, draft results and final recruiting class. But as we get an end to this video, there's a lot that happened, a lot of really fun highlight plays, and I have all the stats, all the info, and all the final things tallied. I split these teams up into 4 tiers where we can determine, and you can also determine, who was the absolute king of the DMV. All the stats, all the info right now. Starting off with Tier 4, and I didn't really know what else to call them except the 120-plus loss club. I mean, that's a lot of losses in a 15-year span, and there are times where I do feel bad doing these videos, and then, teams like these will just never exist and never get to see them on the field or anything because they're just so bad. But Howard, Hampton, Norfolk State, and Navy all at the bottom here. I mean, in the case of Norfolk State, that is impressive. Just 53 wins in 15 years. I mean, you can go and do the math on that one for how many wins per year that they got. Not a bowl victory. None of these teams made a conference championship. No All-Americans. Not a single player drafted in 15 years. That is really impressive how bad you have to be for that to happen. But all these teams around that 60 win mark, and at least Navy, 2 bowl wins, 6 bowl trips, first round pick. A lot of these teams, though, 90s and 100s in the recruiting classes, they were just really bad. We get to Tier 3, and these are the teams that are just constantly fighting for bowl games. And I want to jump right to Towson because they are a weird one. You can see 5-0 in bowl games, but a 89 win and 99 loss record. I mean, this was a team that legitimately was so weird because from years 3 all the way to year 11, just 500 and below, 1-win seasons, 2-win seasons. And then the last 4 years, a bowl game like every year, and then they were winning, and they had double-digit win seasons, conference championship win and appearance. They were really good for the last couple of seasons, but they just had accumulated so much losses in the early stages that it just buried their record. And then teams like Morgan State did nothing. VMI had a random conference championship appearance and lost. I thought Virginia would do more in this, but I guess not. And then you had Old Dominion. They had a winning record compared to all these other teams and a really good year 1, but just nowhere to be found the rest of the way. So these teams were just kind of fighting their way in and out of bowl games year to year. Then we find ourselves at Tier 2, and it's a crowded bunch, and these are the teams that I felt like could have competed to be in the top tier, but they all had their moments. Richmond, definitely the worst of these 5 schools, but they were too good to be in the tier below them. And even relative to the rest of these guys, they had a decent amount of bowl wins, 7 bowl wins, a conference championship, which 2 of these schools could not claim. Georgetown, I feel kind of bad for. There were so many times that they were ranked top 15 and just never made the playoffs. If they would have won, either of those conference championships, things could have been a little bit different, or just won a couple of extra games in certain seasons. They would have been in the playoff mix. Maryland, definitely the best recruiters, but underwhelming. I gave them the little edge when it came to the 4 and the 5 stars over Virginia Tech because 93 to 98, that's pretty close. But Maryland, I think the 2 extra 5 stars kind of gave them the edge there. But I mean, really disappointing. Just 0-2 in the playoffs, losing bowl record. He had all that talent, just couldn't do anything with it. Already talked about Richmond. Virginia Tech early on were the favorites because they were the best team starting off. They had the, one of the better recruiting stretches, and 9-2 in bowl games. They made a bowl or a playoff every single season, so they were constantly in the mix, and 2 playoff wins, not bad. William and Mary, really fun team in the second half of the video. 2-2 in the playoffs, 6-6 in bowl games. Made 5 conference championships, which is really impressive, and all of those came at that back half. So all these teams had their moments, had their moments to shine, and had a chance to really hit that next level, but they just could not quite get there. Which leaves us to the top tier, which is the 2 national championship winning schools, James Madison and Liberty. I mean, the records are basically identical. I mean, obviously James Madison one game better when it came to the wins and losses, but really similar. Recruiting went to James Madison between these 2 schools, but Liberty kind of tanked their rankings at the end with their awful classes. The overall bowl success went to Liberty. They had 7 regular bowl wins, 5 playoff wins, so that's a total of 12 bowl game victories, and they were in the mix every year in the postseason. Not a lot of All-Americans or crazy amount of draft picks on each side, but I think if I were to hand out the crown, I'd go James Madison. I think going and winning 5 conference championships, which was the best, going to 8, which was the best, most wins, both won a national title, both 5 playoff victories. James Madison, better recruiting classes, better draft classes. So I'd give them the edge, but I know some people would argue, hey, they both had a national championship, and you can look at Liberty's head-to-head over James Madison and maybe give them the crown. But you can let me know what you think and who you think were the winners of this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff is super helpful as I continue to get all these videos out and try to knock out as many areas as I possibly can in this kind of style of video. So I will see you guys all in the next one.